Hi, Capricorn. My name is Luciani. I'll be doing a tarot general and love reading and forecast for the month of April 2019. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button and also like it if you are digging it. This is for your Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising and those who have Venus in Capricorn, also in Mars too. So if you don't know those placements, please go to Cafe Astrology at the link below, and I have that for you to find those placements out. So we have some poppers that came out already. So I just need two more messages here for the Capricorns. Okay, a message for Capricorns. One more messages for Capricorns. Wow. All right, guys, this is beautiful. All right. Some of you guys are dealing with indecisions. There's something here that maybe needs to come to an end, but it's not, or something that was a very hard, very arduous. You're starting to see it through meditations. You know that it's time to take a break and really come into more of a spiritual path in life, a religious path in life. Because there is this, wow, you guys have all arcana here. There's definitely something spruing here. So let's get into it. We have the Five of Swords. That is the point of reference here. There's some sort of adversity that's here. Some sort of information that needs to be had more about a fight or a battle that you feel like you're in. Um, you might feel like there's some kind of failure or defeat. Now you're breaking free from that. Whatever you feel like is defeats or obstacles, whatever the case is, you know that that was just how you were thinking about it, and you're breaking free from that kind of mentality. You're realizing that it's no longer serving you with this Nine of Wands here in the reverse. The Nine of Wands is also information about any adversities or delays that we feel like are challenging. Again, I feel like that's a breaking free. Something that really you're feeling like these delays that are causing a lot of displeasurements, they're being released. Okay, there's this breaking free thing that's going on. There is a level of stagnation, however, that you could feel like that could have happened. So there's like this stop and go energy that's, again, displeasing. Um, a stop and go relationship with maybe power shows in a relationship, or just displeasurements and like people. It's a lot of cardinal desires that are taking place. Something's not being in because someone is fearing change. You may be fearing change. You may be fearing to break free from anything that feels stagnant in your life. But throughout time, that's what you do anyway. You are this master. You are coming up as the hermit. A hermit is the old owl, the old wise owl, the shaman, the entity that people look for wisdom, high self sound wisdom. Your subconscious is really reflecting on a relationship that felt very soulful to you. And what you're feeling is very courageous. There's a lot of messages that could be coming to you, some truth of the matters that could be coming in for you that was stagnant for a while. There is someone who possibly abused their power. There's a lot of ego. I'm feeling a lot of ego, a lot of ego to be better, than something. But again, there's this new truth that comes in, this new clarity. I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity through someone who comes in and give you a message that brings a whole lot of clarity to something that was very driven egotistically, that left maybe a possible relationship stagnant. And it was a time to really heal through just being on your own, through solitude, through finding wisdom. There's a fear of change here. There's this world here in reverse that is something that's incomprehensive. Something in your relationship that could have been very, you feel like there's not an ending to it. It could even be a possible new beginning at the very end of it. I feel like this was a process that have already occurred with an ex-lover. They can come in giving you truth of why things went awry. Just being clear on things. But I also see this battle that you feel like you could be losing, and maybe even stagnation occurring. With the Knight of Swords, I mean, it really is truth. We could also feel like this person is really trying to find different judgments on things. You know, having the willpower and finding judgment, like proper judgments on things. I just feel truth all through this. So let me clarify these energies here for you guys. See what more messages are coming in. I feel like there's a truth coming in for you guys that no longer feels like you don't know it anymore. It's been challenging because you didn't know what happened, and now you find clarity as to what happened. Yep, and you find clarity with once broke your heart, something that was devastating. You're finding clarity to it. Yeah, there's a message coming in slowly but surely that shows the adversity behind all of the disputes and things that you guys been through, any quarrels domestic disputes that you guys had, or the fussing and fighting, whatever it was. I feel like you're breaking free, even if you guys are in current relationships. I feel like you guys, slowly but surely, you guys are moving forward from the things that was really harmful from the relationship. You are really looking to heal holistically together. Yeah, I see meditation here. Yeah, okay, so let me just pull the rest of these out here. Okay, one more message for Spirit. One more message for Capricorn. All right, and then we have the Strength coming out twice. So this could be a Leo. And we have the Magician on the card at the very bottom of the deck. So it could be an Aries. But this is also energy of you just gaining your mojo back. And again, with the Hermit here, there's this, you're finding your mojo back, guys. It's just, you guys need to be really much into your mental state at this time. If this is financial, guys, It's time to really meditate on what things that you feel like are just plateauing, things that are leaving you confused, that are even kind of making your feelings hurt, because of things that are somewhat are abusive, somewhat is attached to ego, attached to the bad sense of ego, the narcissist, the individual who are not having the ability to look outside of their own perceptions, and their ego mind controls them to not see the devastation that just comes out of the perceptions that they cling to. They don't know how damaging it can leave for not only them but for everyone else that's succumbing that energy. And it left you brokenhearted, and just feeling like you were defeated. And just really breaking free from all of the discord and frustrations and the disputes at this time. Really meditating on what really feels stagnant. Because again, there's this stalemate, like this equilibrium, but also for some energies, this is about just feeling like, uh, I'm not displeased, but I'm not pleased, kind of energy. Just very stalemate, like, and finding the truth of why that energy is even there, right? Um, you are reflecting on something that was once very flourishing and loving, but then it didn't really birth into the love that could have been. This can also be someone who was a soulmate to you, but at the same time, they couldn't really spiritually nourish you. They weren't able to do that, even though they were very soulmate like. Um, Again, with the Page of Wands here in the world in the reverse, it was a beautiful message. It was a beautiful message. There was a fear here of this offer of passion. There was a fear surrounding it. And there was a delay. There's delays going on of you reconnecting back with them. There's delays here. So again, going into that higher wise mind is key here. You had the Strength card and the Ace of Wands. You could be starting something very new that's very loving, very soulful, very high vibrational, very clear with that Ace of Swords. It's like throughout this whole, I see such a, I see a journey, guys. For some of you guys, it's going to be a journey of healing and clearing the air of once really broke your heart. And you guys are able to talk about the hurt feelings, the manipulation, the ego that really destabilized this union you had. And you guys are going to be able to like really communicate that with each other with very clear communication with the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Very, very clear on why this didn't prosper the way it was supposed to prosper. It's going to be very great dialogue, a page, a message, a very message is going to come in on to speak on those fears, on the fears of this kind of thing that went down. Um, Breaking free from all of the things that really felt like were challenging or stagnant energy, right? And again, through the time that you guys had just by yourselves, you by yourself, you realize the delays that have occurred, the obstacles that you had to have run its course. Um, and then at the very end of this whole entire message is that you then have this new beginning, and it just is so freaking beautiful and high vibrational, and really like you suspend all of the material. It's clarity here. it's beginning to be more clear here. Really using the strength of love over the strength of hate to really go through the process of reconciliation. Wow. All right. That was a whole lot. So that could apply for some Capricorns. Let me pull some crystals here to see what these messages can accumulate, how to navigate these messages also for this month, April 2019. Okay, so it looks like you guys have gotten four. Look at this. Oh my God. This is so crazy. So the first one that popped out was peace. Okay, so really making peace with this. Really making peace with this situation, okay? Just just finding peace with what happened. It was a it left you defeated and brokenhearted. I know, Capricorn. It was devastating. And you had to go through the whole process of healing. The entire the transcending form. I think some Capricorns, depending on what part of your journey is in this, some of you guys have went through the transcending form so that you now have the lessons of why this occurred the way it occurred. um because and you're making peace with it. There's peace that comes with that. That was the first card that came out. We had protection. Now you know how to truly protect yourself, knowing what to protect yourself from anything that's obtuse of your spirit, right? Then we have fertility. We have fertility here. So anything that you want to put into creativeness, into things that you want to birth, these are new beginnings here, guys. New beginnings just popped out, new beginnings. There is this peaceful conversation you have with someone. You both healed, both went through the ringer and whatever challenges you went through, and you literally have a beautiful conversation that clears everything. And some of you guys are getting back with your exes that you really felt like you want to have a second chance with. You're making peace with it. Some of you guys are just making peace with it. You're making peace with what happened. You know how to protect yourself better. You know that there's always going to be new beginnings out here for you, whether this is a relationship that comes back or not. You know that you are the master. You can fertilize and put together anything and birth it into this world. Some of you guys are pregnant. Some of you guys are starting a new chapter. There's pregnancy here. There's new beginnings. There's so many new beginnings here. Tomorrow's April 1st. It's springtime. New beginnings. I love it. I see so much beautiful things after going through the storms here. So we have children. Your love life is affected by children. Getting to know each other as you reveal your most innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. And we have trust. The situation is calling for you to trust. So if you guys are in relationships now, you guys are really healing together and separately. There's this energy where I see you guys could be separating just to kind of gain more clarity on what's going on here. You know what I mean? Very clearing the things that need to be cleared out. Um, with this, I'm just feeling, let's say, Someone's craving new experiences, but at the same time are fearful of them. And just really trusting the fact that new beginnings are here. Fertilizing that impulsive nature that you want to start really having new adventures come in. Just protect yourself. But literally just go ahead on and go with the things that you truly love, right? With the strength card, the things that will really bring you power, but like really being your authentic self, having the proper courage, having courage to do them with cheerfulness, vitality, right? Really, really wanting to go after your dreams is very impulsive, and you want to impulsively do it, but at the same time, you're fearing it. No, there's go ahead. Spirit is saying go ahead. For some of you guys, this is healing energies for a couple. And you guys are getting to know each other again. You're healing your inner inner child issues. You're really looking to make peace with what happened and trusting each other again so you can have a new beginning. Some things that were really hard and you guys were hurt, the ego was involved, all of the thing, cardinal desires, like all of those different things, different battles. There's a slow process, the adversities. Slowly but surely, you guys can overcome these adversities. You guys have to meditate on what is stagnant and what is going on that's not really propelling this relationship in a transforming way. If there's a lot of, it could be jealousy, quarrels, and domestic disputes. You shouldn't be jealous of each other. You should honor each other's unique abilities. That is what you have the strength card here in the reverse. At first, it's in the reverse. Someone was dealing with the ego mind. Someone was very harmful, manipulative. Someone was in very hurt and heartbroken by it. Throughout time, there's this new beginning with the same person. Someone could you feel like they really got their stuff together after having to get to know each other again. They could have done some inner healing with their inner child, and you guys get to know each other again, and really again looking to trust each other again, looking to have new beginnings with them, to really now fertile some different creative projects together or separately. But at the same time, there's a level of protection here. But you guys are making peace with what has happened. Whether this is your relationship or this is someone who's coming back. All right. So we have my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Wow, guys. I told y'all in the beginning of this reading that you guys, I feel like, are in this stage of this journey that you've been through in this energy. You're in this enlightening stage. I feel like you guys are knowing what has happened and finding wisdom behind it and knowing what's holding you back personally. But you're craving impulsively new adventures. You really are. And maybe a new adventure with this person could come back in and really guys have a very intellectual dialogue about what has occurred, what didn't seem like was, effort was being made. So yeah, you guys are having that ability to maybe turn their fears into growth, into love, showing them the conflicts that are into growth. I feel like these are the stages you guys talk about, the trauma that has came from this. You guys are healing whatever conflicts that were happening. You know that it has grown you, and also any fears here, it changes into love. Okay? Just trusting that this can definitely happen. Making that transformation is going to be so beautiful. So, new beginnings are so here for you guys. I loved how that reading transformed into something so beautiful at the end. Towards the end of April, you guys are just going to have some very profound revelations for your new beginnings that are coming up, okay? So thank you guys so much for coming to this reading, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.